Hi, I'm attorney Nick Alcock, and if you've been charged with a crime and you're looking for an attorney, here's some pointers, some things to think about before you hire an attorney, because the way that an attorney can charge can vary from firm to firm. It's not always the same. So not everyone is entitled to a public defender. If you've been charged with a crime and say you have a big income, the public defender's office may not take your case because you are not indigent, meaning you've got the money to hire a private attorney. So then you start calling around, you're talking to different attorneys and trying to figure out exactly how much it will be. Many attorneys won't tell you at all how much the entire case will cost. They could charge by the hour, and they could say, well, it's going to be $300 an hour, $400 an hour, pay us $10,000 and we'll bill off of that. And that is something that not too many criminal defense attorneys do, but is something that you can see. Be very careful about that type of fee agreement because you have absolutely no idea how much the fee could be. And if you do get to a point where you can't afford that attorney anymore, they might file a motion to withdraw. If they file a motion to withdraw, then they're off the case and you're back to square one. So be careful about that type of retainer where they're depositing the money into trust and they're billing off of that. So the second is when you have a trial fee or you have other expenses. Most attorneys, they'll charge one fee for the pretrial work and another fee if the case gets set to trial. The problem with that is that many cases do get set to trial. Many cases get set to trial even though it's not very likely the trial is going to occur. Sometimes you get the best plea agreement right on the eve of trial. Sometimes you get the best plea agreement just because the prosecutor isn't ready to make a plea agreement at the time. And so it has to get set to trial. They're not really thinking about the case until the case gets set to trial. So if you're talking to an attorney and they charge one amount of money for the beginning of the case and then another trial fee, be aware of the fact that if you can't afford the trial fee, then they can withdraw from representation. And again, you're back to square one. My law firm does not charge trial fees for a reason. And the reason is that one, we like to tell the prosecutors that we're in it to win it. There's no incentive for our client to take a plea agreement unless you make a good plea agreement. So imagine you're in a situation where you're thinking about going to trial or taking a plea agreement, but you're not really sure that you can afford it. By not charging a trial fee, that puts you in a position where you're making the decision which is right for you. And when prosecutors know that, and they know that about us, they know that we don't withdraw because a client can't afford a trial fee. We've been at this game for more than 20 years, and so they know that about us. It does affect the way that we can negotiate. And obviously, we don't want to put anybody in harm's way. So the idea of taking money and then withdrawing from representation because they can't afford a trial fee, that's just not why I became a lawyer. It's not really something that I want to do or I want to put people through. The third is that we love to go to trial. Our attorneys here are former prosecutors. They have a lot of experience. We have a group of attorneys who really, really enjoy litigating and going to trial. And so by not charging a trial fee, it puts us in a situation where if a client wants to go to trial, then hey, away you go. We're going to go to trial. So before you hire an attorney for a criminal defense matter in Arizona, you can always just give us a call, compare our fee. It's very understandable. It's very direct. We can tell you an actual number. That's what the number is going to be, and it's not going to change. And you can compare that with anybody else. And most of the time people, when they call, shop around, and they call us, they are really surprised to see just how different we are. We offer affordable payments, affordable payment plans. We really try to work with people and make sure that what you're doing does not cause you incredible stress, because we know that going through a criminal defense matter by itself is very, very stressful. So if you have any questions at all about any criminal case in Arizona, 602-989-5000 is the number. That's 602-989-5000. Again, I'm attorney Nick Alcock. Thanks so much for watching.